What's up, Brew Crew? Opie here. Welcome back to what's left of the Brew City Garden. So we got the whole straw bale garden torn down, and the yard's looking like it needs some grass seed. But hey, I wanted to save the best for last, the sweet potatoes. Now, if you go back and look at the video I made, we were experimenting with sweet potatoes. I've never grown them and don't know how well they're going to grow in Wisconsin. So I really just kind of wanted to experiment and see how it turned out. And I went ahead and saved these as long as I can. I have to be off this property today. So I just wanted to save these to the very, very last and, dig in there and see exactly what we ended up with. I'm kind of excited. I'm really curious. I want to know what what these containers have to hold. So without further ado, let's jump in there, see what kind of sweet potatoes we ended up with, or if we got anything at all. All right, guys, let's do it. All right, so of course, the greens have to come out of here. They're not really any good to me. Now, as a side note, the greens are definitely edible. The tender young leaves are the best to eat. I found that they're okay. They're nothing special. What I really want is what's underneath the soil. So let's get this greenery off of here so that we can get in and see what we got. Just quickly trimming all this stuff away. Not going to be very ginger about it. We're just going to get in here and start removing stuff. It's really not a lot. They vine out quite a bit. You know what? I see a little sweet potato right here already, so that's a great sign. Let's see what else we got here. Get these out of the way. Now I planted, I think, 4 or 5 sweet potato slips in each container, and you can see where the vines actually touch the soil as they grow out. They send down more roots. All right, so that's it. Got some grass growing in here too. Look at that. Don't need that. All right, so that was quick and easy. These will go in the compost. Actually, they'll go to the Jose, the neighbor garden, to compost down for a few months. All right, guys, let's dig in here and see what we ended up with. All right, guys, these things are super heavy. I kind of wanted to tip them over, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'm just going to start digging in and seeing what we got. You know what? So far, not too bad. Looks like some little guys in here. Let's just start digging. Hey, all right. Oh, wow, look at that. There's like a bunch of thin ones just kind of all curled up together. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow, looks like Medusa's haircut. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, wow. Hey, that's not bad at all, guys. I'm kind of impressed, seeing as we're in Zone 5, Wisconsin. I mean, I knew we weren't going to get giant sweet potatoes, but, I was kind of thinking we might not get anything at all. But that doesn't seem to be the case. It looks like we're doing okay here. Look at that. Wow. Holy smokes. Very cool. Man, I like what I'm seeing here. Let's keep digging. I know these things like to kind of go deep sometimes. Yeah, look at that. So they're not really big around, but they've got some length to them. I know what you're thinking. Stop it. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. You know what, guys? That might be it. Or it might not be. My goodness. Okay, cool. Now, before it's all said and done, I'll come in here and I'll shovel the top layer of this soil off and see if there's anything down deep. But just for starters, that looks pretty good. Let's check out this container. All right, guys, let's see what we got in here. I'll pull my slug traps out of there. Wow, that's not very impressive. These little things here. Let's dig in here. All right, again, not too bad. Look at that. It's kind of funny how they all just kind of group together like that. But I think that might have something to do with the way I planted them, and they were already kind of starting to grow sweet potatoes still in the starter cups that I had them in. So that might have something to do with that growth pattern. Oh, wow. Look at that. These are nice little sweet potatoes. I mean, these are like little single serving deals. Definitely happy with that. No doubt about it. Look at that. Very cool. I guess you would consider these fingerlings. I'm not sure what the terminology is for sweet potatoes, but certainly not terrible. All right, there's a nice one. A couple more little nice ones in there. Keep digging. All right. So it was definitely not a wasted effort. And man, there's some really deep in here. I think when I really scoop out this top soil, we might just find a few more in here. It's a little bitty one. It looks like that container did better than this one, but at the same time, I think that container gets a little more direct sunlight than this one does. So I'm sure that's got something to do with it. Oh, what do we got here? I could feel them in there. Oh, boy, they're really dug in there. Nice. Nice. All right. Check it out. All right, just to start, that is not too bad. I am not disappointed whatsoever. I'm going to pull the wheelbarrow in here, get this top layer of soil off, and see if there's anything a little bit deeper down. All right, guys, so was it an epic harvest? Well, no, I wouldn't say it was an epic harvest, but as you can see, I got some very nice, on the smaller size sweet potatoes. But you know what this does? It gives me the confidence to know that it can be done, and it can be done in this climate. And I think with a little bit of ingenuity and perhaps the use of a greenhouse, I could turn these medium-sized, very nice-looking sweet potatoes into some very large sweet potatoes. So it gives me the confidence to continue to experiment with the sweet potatoes, and also I want to experiment with some different varieties, some that may be a little more suited to some cooler environments. But overall, I am very happy with what we got. There's probably about 10 pounds of sweet potatoes here, which isn't bad. It's not great, but it just goes to show that it can be done, and that I am super excited about. All right, guys. Hey, thanks again for joining us here today on our sweet potato experiment harvest, and joining me for the whole season and seeing how these things did. So I really appreciate it, and I'm very excited about how the sweet potatoes turned out this year. Definitely going to try these again and do some more experimentation. Such a cool thing. This is why I love gardening right here. Sometimes you think outside the boundaries, and you just go for it, and sometimes it works out really well. So it's a very cool thing. All right, guys, with that, I'm gonna leave you here. I want you to have an awesome day, and until next time, we'll see you.